Hi, Orange Girl here with another scrapbooking process video for you. I am working with the June 2019 Clique Kits. I am also working with a cut file from the Cut Shop. I'm up on their blog today. Using this much is called, the cut file is called This Much, and it actually says, I love you this much. I'm going to start out by letting you know that what you're going to see here is going to end up changing. This part right here stays the same. That's about it. So I am using this 12 by 12 paper, which is by Pink Fresh Studio. It comes in the kit. I think it's from Everyday Musings, and it has this beautiful tiny floral. And I cut it 8.25 by 4.25. That's what my traveler's notebook is. And then I also printed a photo from the beach that is the same size. So I start out by using a full photo on the left, and then on the right I have pattern paper. So I'm going to go through and find ephemera. I believe the ephemera pack is from One Canoe 2, and I'm going to go through and I'm just going to pull out the things that I think I might use. I don't end up using all of these things, but I like some of these things, and I think they fit with what I want to say on this page. So let's get to what I want to say on this page. So what I want to say is I want this layout to be a tribute to the beach. So I love the smell of the beach. We don't get to the beach very often. I live in Iowa. I'm in the middle of the United States. This is about as close to the beach as I can get, and so we can only go ever so often because it is like 16 hours away. So this is a picture on the Gulf Shore, and it's my feet looking into the ocean, and I'm just laying there. And my idea for this layout is I just wanted to give the idea that I love this place, and it helps me exhale, it helps me relax, I love the smells, I love the sights, all of that. So I got out my Creative Station and I thought, oh, Donna, what a great idea. You should just go ahead and make this a sticker. It was a horrible idea because the cut file is pretty dainty. When I pulled it off, I ripped some of it and I thought, well, I might still be able to fix that when I glue it down. And then as I'm gluing it down, you can see I'm fighting with it. It's not straight. The letters aren't straight. It's just a mess. So then I go ahead and take it off, but I've ruined the photo at this point. I had already I had already cut out Beach Bum because I hadn't decided at first what cut file I was going to use. So I did both of those to start out. I also printed off a couple of different pictures. So I did happen to have this photo printed. So I switched my photos and recut the cut file, and now I'm just going to use my glue, and I've learned from that mistake I won't do that again. That particular tool, the Creative Station, is great for some things. It just didn't work for this, so I won't do that again. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. I slowed down the process a little bit now because that first part there I sped up because really none of that ended up staying the same. So now I've got a different photo of my feet on the beach, and I've actually still got my shoes on. It was, I think, taken the first night we got to the beach, and so now I'm going to have a little cluster over on the left, and I'm going to use these thickers. They have hearts in them. The cut file does come with the circles to be inside of the O's, but I decided to just leave those off the file, off my layout, and put little hearts in there instead. So I'm adding kind of gold and pink, and then that kind of mustard yellow color. And I probably won't ever use this tag for what it's meant for, so I'm just going to use it behind my photo and cover up. I like that it says Seek, but I don't think I'll ever use it that way just because we don't travel a lot, and so I just don't know that it'll fit one of my layouts. So I don't have any problems altering things or cutting things apart or changing, especially if I think I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some tissue paper behind my photo here, and I'm ripping it and making a huge mess out of it. So I just go ahead and end up getting my scissors. I kind of like it when it looks a little messy, and so that's what I was trying to do there, but it didn't work out, but that's okay. So now I'm going to start gluing things down. So I love this white flower. It's so pretty, and I like it against that pink as well. So let's see, what else do I want to do? I don't try to pop, like usually I pop up my photo or things like that on a regular layout, but in my traveler's notebook, I don't really do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue those things down with my tape runner. So while I'm doing this, I will kind of tell you a little bit more about my traveler's notebook. I use a traveler's notebook that is from, our covers are from Color Cast Designs. They're wooden and they're on binder rings, I guess is what you call them. And so I go ahead and just, this way I can put things, I can move things around, put things in the right order if I want to. I have a really hard time committing. I am envious of those that can actually work directly in a traveler's notebook style album, because I would get frustrated and rip pages out and things like that. I don't scrap in chronological order, and so I like to be able to move things around and things like that. So at this point, I am a little not frustrated, but I'm not really sure what this the right side needs. And so I was thinking I might extend that left side over to the right side by just adding a little more of that pattern paper. And then pretty much as soon as I get this on here, I'm like, nah, nope, don't like it. So I end up going back to the drawing board as far as that's concerned. I usually try when I'm working in my traveler's notebook to try to tie the two sides, like the 2-page spread. I like to tie the two sides together as best as I can. So what I'm working on here is I'm trying to put pink things over on the left side and flowers on both sides and hearts on both sides that kind of tie the two sides together so that it looks like it's meant to be together. So what you saw me doing there is I have a little template that I use to make sure that I get my holes in right. And I thought I would go ahead, and I know I'm getting close, and so I thought I would just go ahead and put it right in my covers here so that I can see, okay, this is what it looks like inside. Now I can kind of tell a little bit better what I need. So I went back and forth between putting the word love there, and then I remembered that I have some phrase stickers that are actually from Pretty Little Studio, and I got them from Clique Kits. I can't remember if they came in a kit or if I just bought them as an add-on, but I think they're from the Bohemian Dreams collection, and they have great phrases. So I end up putting some phrases on here that kind of go with my idea of what I wanted this layout to be about. I was gonna actually put some strips on there, like some journaling strips, but then once I put the sentence or the phrases on there, then I didn't feel like I really needed to do that. So yeah, here are the phrases, and I'm speeding this up because I kind of took a little while to pick the phrases that I wanted. The ones that I picked say free spirit, sunshine and happiness, and travel often. The other thing that I'm going to add to this is over on the left side underneath my photo, I put a phrase that says right here. I think I'm almost done now with my left side, and now mostly I'm going to add a few more hearts. Oh, I remember I was still feeling like it was a little bland. I wasn't completely happy with this, and so I was looking through and I remembered that these frames came in the kit, and so I had actually pulled one of these out in the beginning thinking I might use a frame over on this side, and then kind of forgot it. It got covered up, and so I kind of forgot about it. So then when I saw those again, I was like, oh yeah, I want to add that in. So luckily it hadn't stuck down too much, and I was able to add those phrase stickers there. So then I add just a few more hearts. So I think I end up with like 5 hearts on the right side and 3 hearts on the left side, and I'm pretty much done. And here come the close-ups here pretty soon, I think. Trying to think if there's anything else I add. Just a few more hearts, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so it's pretty much done. So the close-ups are going to come up here. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Check out Clique Kits. There are a few things still up for sale there. They are closing their doors at this point, though. There's a good look at the file, so make sure that you also check out the Cut Shop. I'm up on their blog today. All that information is below. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you like what you see, and I'll see you in my next video.